Hey everybody, welcome back to NXT. My name's Stitch, this is W12 Universe, kicking things off with the new ECW champion, Nemesis. As we just kind of wait for him. He likes to build suspense. So I'll just how's your day going? You doing good at work or school? You better be.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall, accompanied by Jetstar. Approaching the ring from Limbo, representing the Disciples, the ECW champion.
So the new ECW champion Nemesis has issued an open challenge to anyone from SmackDown. This is non-title. Just wants to go up against someone, give them an opportunity. So that's exactly what's going to happen, I guess. We're just going to start things off with an open challenge. So we still got tonight's show, Justin Gabriel versus Husky Harris. It's our matchup next. We know it won't be Justin Gabriel. Okie dokie. Well, that's the tag team partner of Justin Gabriel, who I was literally just in the middle of talking about. Heath Slater is going to be the one to step up and face Nemesis in this matchup. Okay, sure. So, as I was saying, we've got Justin Gabriel and Husky Harris. They're going one-on-one in the next matchup. And then in our main event, we are going to be seeing a one-on-one match between Santino Marella, I'm sorry to say, and his opponent Yoshi Tatsu. I don't know how I managed to forget such a legendary member of this show. So this is a one-on-one match. So we booked this one a little backwards. Champion out first, the biggest jobber in the business out last. As it is, you know. So we got a high-stakes match for Heath Slater if he beats Nemesis. Arguably, he's due an ECW Championship opportunity. Some point down the line, Wade Barrett will come back to NXT to get his ECW Championship rematch, especially after the frustration that Wade Barrett... excuse me. Especially after the frustration that Wade Barrett showed following his championship loss last week on NXT. I think it's safe to say that Barrett is very much motivated in getting back the ECW Championship. Wherever Nemesis goes, Jetstar follows. You know the deal. These are kind of mainstays of NXT at the moment. Heath Slater doing his best Undertaker impression throughout the entire match. Just going to keep those eyes rolled back. I don't know what that glitch is, but it seems to happen a lot. So, kind of just... I mean, I don't even think they are. I think it's just like that his eyes are just kind of whiter. I think like the pupils are still there. They're just more white than they should be. Yeah, the pupils are still there. It looks like he's just got like those like whited out pupils as well. And just the little black dots in the middle and nothing else. I don't know, it's very strange. I don't really know where that glitch came from. I don't remember it in WWE 12 Universe, but then to be fair, when I did WWE 12 Universe like 7 years ago, I didn't even have an HD capture card. So I was playing a lot of these in like 360/480p. So I know I definitely didn't see the game look like this when I played it originally. I was like... the first or second pay-per-view of WWE 13 where I had gotten enough money, literally just off of YouTube if I remember right, to finally get like a better capture card, and I got the HD PVR 2 gaming edition. My god, what a bad capture card. Do not recommend. It looks kind of cool. It definitely looked cooler than the one I have now, which is Ava Media, little doohickey. It definitely looked cooler, but I like my one I've got now a lot more. Although at the moment I've been having a lot of recording fuck-ups. But turns out I think those might stop now, because as I found out, for some reason in my recording settings, I'm gonna guess this is part of one of Windows' lovely updates. I don't know if anybody else has had this problem, but Windows, like, it loves to update, and when it updates, it likes to default every single setting I've got, or just randomly, like, shuffle some of the settings too. Like, it won't put them on the default thing, it'll just put them on the most random thing possible. I get that all the time with Windows updates. I don't know if like a virus or anything before anyone jumps to that conclusion. I think it's a very common thing, as people always say they hate how they always get their defaults. But, it changed the way the capture card was recording to use some other method of rendering for the recordings than literally using the graphics card that I've got. And the graphics card is like the best thing about my computer. So there's no wonder that the videos kept messing up. They weren't using the proper graphics processing shit. And that would be why that was constantly a thing that was happening. So it shouldn't happen as much. Also, it turns out that I should have really put the audio quality up a bit, so I did. It's twice as good now. So hopefully that will sound nice and crisp and clean in your ears. Assuming you ever watch these with headphones on, you don't really notice those kinds of difference without the headphones on. In fact, I think I saw one of these videos once come through my TV, and I was amazed at how you just can't hear the game. I can assure you I've been trying to mix it so that you can hear the game a lot better. I remember when I think it was Nemesis or someone from TNA or something came out once, and someone said that they came out to nothing, but they actually had. It's just that I'd like edited in the music quite quiet. I've got to be careful of that. I don't want to get a copyright claim, and also like I don't want it to drown out anything. I want it to be like quieter than the crowd and quieter than the announcer. Quieter than me, obviously. I'm louder than the crowd and announcer though, I'm pretty sure, so didn't really feel the need to mention that part. I don't actually think Nemesis is doing very well in this match. I mean, that's one way to try and like bounce back, I suppose. Sometimes that's all it takes. I was going to say something. Oh yeah, I went into the rankings to figure out who was going to face Nemesis on this episode, and originally it was supposed to be Chavo Guerrero because he was like the bottom guy on SmackDown, but I thought I don't really want to like keep handing Chavo like random matches on NXT where he's most likely to lose, because like obviously I know that Nemesis having Jetstar in his corner, that definitely always puts Nemesis at an advantage over most people. That's kind of the point. It's kind of to help him win. And obviously because they are a tag team, obviously if Jetstar's ever in a match, Nemesis will be in his corner too. It's not like a one-sided thing. Hopefully Jetstar will start getting some more bookings. I mean, I'm booking the shows now, so that should help. The only reason I put Nemesis in a match tonight is because he just won the title, and I like to, like, as I said before, I like to use the champions quite quickly after they first win a title so that I can, ooh, that was a bit awkward. I like to use the champions quite quickly after they win the title so that I can get a picture of the championship for the wiki. I haven't really been keeping up with that. That's the goal anyway. That's like the intention of it.
Watch it. Good night. Ouch.
Surprised he didn't use his comeback. That was a little weird.
In complete control. No, Slater.
No.
Slater may have just put him out. And he's getting out of
What the
there.
hell is he doing?
This judge
That's good. I like that. Do it again.
really tired now. That tank of his has
Yeah, what I was going to say was I went to use Chavo Guerrero, and I was looking at the rankings, I was like, who is the bottom guy? All the ranks were changed. Like, Vader and Arn Anderson were at, like, the bottom.
huge move.
And, like, Zack Ryder and, like, Alex Riley and stuff, they were all at, like, rank 20. And it was just really weird. Everything was, like, really jumbled up. And, like, the number 1 contender was Animal, and the number 2 contender was Hawk. And it was just really, really strange, and I don't know where it came from.
Look at this.
But I backed out and I opened it up again and it had changed. So I don't know. I've never seen that one before. That was different. That was really odd. Okay. Jetstar creating a nice good save for Nemesis. I don't think it's gonna work, Jetstar. I think he's done. I think we're dealing with a loss. Yeah, I think we're gonna have 3 distractions in a row from Jetstar and then a 3 count anyway. Well, Jetstar is very mad. He's like, come on. I want to protect my dad. Oh, there he goes. I think Nemesis has definitely lost this one. And whenever you can hold a pin for this long, I'm pretty sure you've won. There you go. That's alright. I was never really, like, expecting Nemesis to be a champion in the first place. So for him to lose matches is fine. It's not supposed to be some kind of godly character. Well, Heath Slater picks up the victory, which is definitely going to, I think, anger Wade Barrett a little bit that Slater was able to do it. We're going to move on to the next match right away. I don't have to, like, go to the rematch menu or anything. I don't even think I need to make a cut. I usually talk over the in-between bit. So this might be one of the least edited episodes of Universe yet, because I don't have to do a damn thing. I usually talk over when the crowd bit and like the loading is coming up, but the crowd bit is replaced when you let the show flow with the match card. So instead I just get to talk about this match whilst it's coming up. That's pretty cool. I like that. So Justin Gabriel and Husky Harris are going one-on-one now. See, because it loads really fast, this game does. It's 13 onwards where I'll have to start cutting out the in-betweens.
Following contest is scheduled for one fall.
You know, until like one of the current gen ones.
Approaching the ring, from Cape Town, South Africa, weighing 423 pounds, Justin Gabriel.
Because in one of the current gen ones, I think it's like 16. Might even have been 15, I can't remember, or maybe even 14, I honestly don't know. There's one where eventually like there's no more loading screens in between entrances and stuff, so it just flows more smoothly, as you all know. That puts Nemesis' record at 5-7, or 3-4 this season, just so anyone's curious, gets their fill in.
And his opponent, from Brooksville, Florida, weighing 295 pounds, Husky Harris.
Justin Gabriel comes into this one with a 9-7 win-loss record. It's the freaky belly buttonless Husky Harris. I think this is only ever his second match. Yeah, he's only ever had one match. He lost to Brodus Clay, who then very quickly left SmackDown. Let's hope that things can turn around for poor little Huskus in this one. And Heath Slater, by the way, is now 2-1 with that victory. That was only ever his third match. Wow. I suppose they are the bottom-ranked guys on SmackDown. They don't really get much of a spotlight. I don't mind who I play in this one, to be honest. Okay, that makes sense. I think a big boy like Husky Harris should be able to control Justin Gabriel pretty nicely. No disrespect to Mr. Gabriel. I know I said that with quite a bit of disgust for some. Justin Gabriel. I mean, if I lose, I lose in the end. You know? It's not like it's Yoshi Tatsu fighting Santino Marella, in which I have to win. I have to. I will be playing Yoshi Tatsu, and I must win. People apparently don't like it when I talk shit on Santino Marella. That just fuels me. I hope you know that. Your tears fuel me. I got I've been getting comments like, why are you even using him? Because the universe needs jobbers, dude. Those exist. That's why Chavo Guerrero is from SmackDown. I like Chavo Guerrero, don't get me wrong. He had his little moment, he had his little push, as jobbers sometimes do. But ultimately, I think he's pretty much destined to always be eating the pins, because you need people to do that. You can't have everyone just be 50-50 all the time. You need some people to take losses like Santino and Chavo and Primo when he was on SmackDown, and you need some people that will always kind of be like on top. They're your main guys, like Stone Cold Steve Austin. He's only ever lost 3 times. You need those. You can't just have a big division where everyone's 50-50 and no one ever loses. I think realistically a comedy character like Santino Marella, that is a jobber, whether you want to admit it or not. You know, I know there are people that weirdly get excited about him and his finger poke of doom finisher, but that's a jobber. That's not a guy that should be winning titles, because he's kind of disgracing those titles unless he drops the comedy character, because the actual guy is a very good wrestler. Unless he drops the comedy character, he shouldn't really get a push. Maybe the odd win for comedic effect, but only if he's like against someone that you just really want to fucking bury. But I just don't think that it makes sense for comedy characters to get big pushes and win titles and stuff. You know, I'm sorry. I just don't feel it. I know I pushed Adam Rose back in the original series, but that's because I thought Adam Rose was actually a pretty good wrestler, and I thought that his comedy character didn't really cut too much into his match quality. Yeah, he still had a finisher. He didn't poke people. If Santino just had a different finisher, maybe didn't act the way he does. I don't know how to describe it. I think what I'm basically trying to say is I just don't really like Santino very much, and I'm allowed to make certain people jobbers. That's kind of the point of having your own universe, isn't it? Justin Gabriel's, you know, he's not a jobber. He's going through a hard time right now, so he's kind of becoming a jobber because he is actually the bottom-ranked guy on SmackDown. But the Cruiserweight title is on SmackDown. He's got the perfect opportunity to bounce back should he need to. Now, it's currently held by Sin Cara. What the hell is a Sin Cara? That's the loser. That's what that is. It's a guy who doesn't defend his title.
Gabriel's letting his feet do the talking. Whoa, he's measuring.
Oh no, Husky, no. No, Husky, no.
That's it. He's done.
Anyone can get pushed at any given time, don't get me wrong. I'm not saying Santino is set to be a loser for the rest of his career. He probably is. But I might eventually soften up on him and he might get something somewhere. You know, he might be like a Cruiserweight champion one day or something. Like, it could happen. I'm not ruling out any possibilities, because I don't want that being set in stone that, like, I'm just that fucking close-minded, because I'm not. You know, everyone, they can have their time occasionally. It's just that right now it's not his time. And Yoshi Tatsu is someone who is only around for another year, because he's in 13 as well. So technically he's around for about 2 years, because we only just started this one, really. It feels like I've been playing this for quite some time, but we've only really just started 12. So, you know, he's going to be around for quite some time. Got to make the most of him. I realise I'm not making a lot of sense right now, but hey, that's because I don't have to. I'm the boss. I'll run this place, and I'll run it into the ground if I have to.
Oh, look out!
That's probably one of my favourite things. I think I used to get that quite a lot in the older ones, was people would get mad over like who would get pushed. I get like complaints like, well, this is stupid, this is predictable, you always favour this guy, and it's like, well, yeah, it's because it's my game. I'm allowed to do that. It's not like real life where I'm trying to like push merchandise and draw audiences and stuff. I mean, obviously I want a YouTube audience and stuff, but it's just different. It's just a game. I'm just playing a game, dude. I don't, you know, if I want Husky Harris to become the Intercontinental Champion, I could start pushing him right now and he could win the Intercontinental title. Because I don't have to worry about the marketability of it all, because I'm not trying to sell tickets to events and get my show promoted on TV. I'm just fucking booking some game. I always love when people get really worked up and they really get mad because a game is booked how they don't like it. Oh, damn, he's always used that as his finisher. I did not know that. Well, Husky Harris gets his first ever win. Who knows? Maybe I'm going to make him the Intercontinental Champion. I don't know. Maybe he'll be the East End Champion. Maybe he'll beat Nemesis. Maybe he won't do anything. Who knows? Only I know, because I booked this shit. And I Vince Russo a lot. I change my mind on like a weekly basis. One second I'll be sat there and I'll be like, Road Warriors are going to win the tag titles and they're going to be long-reigning champions all time. And then next week I'll be like, fuck that. I like Misfits. I don't actually have any intentions of like heavily pushing the Road Warriors right now. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Oh jeez. We got another case of frustration on our hands. Oh, he's dead. He's dead, I'm telling you, he's dead. You killed him. I just realized I don't even have to start talking right now, because this is now the in-between bit that I don't have to cut out, because there's the match card. Yeah, Justin Gabriel's fallen quite some way since being the United States champion, hasn't he? Maybe things will turn around. I mean, Heath Slater got a win. That's a good sign. But here he comes, the man of much controversy, with his 1-7 record.
Approaching the ring from Calabria, Italy, weighing 227 pounds,
Santino Marella, 1-7 in the main event, looking to pick up that number 2. Do you see? Apparently he holds up a finger for every match he's won on the way to the ring. That's what he does. He's reminding you all of how many matches he's won. Yep. What a guy. Loved, isn't he? Oh yeah, 7-11 is this guy's record.
And his opponent from Tokyo, Japan, weighing in at 220 pounds, Yoshi Tatsu.
Yoshi Tatsu 7-11 said, "I just whooped your ass." Yoshi Tatsu and Santino are both 0-2 in Season 2 so far, so one of them is about to actually get their first ever win. I wonder who it could be. Don't forget, whilst he's on the screen, the Hardcore Championship is open to voting. I'm sure there's probably already been some votes on Fatal 4-Way or Raw, whichever one it was that I asked people to vote on. But, you know, just in case you wanted to go back to that video and figure out who you wanted to see go for it, you know, speak up. Let your voice be heard. A human demolition derby. SmackDown coming up in just 3 days, featuring the new WWE Champion Stone Cold.
If you haven't done it yet, check out WWE.com. You'll find updates.
I haven't done it yet, you're right. I've never looked at WWE.com, and now I never will. And it's all your fault, Michael Cole. At WWE on Twitter, I will never look at your Twitter, and it's all because Michael Cole told me to look at. I mean, never look at your website, and it's all because Michael Cole told me to. In WWE 12, to get the video game available for Xbox 360, PS3, Nintendo Wii. Was this one on the Wii? W13 was on the Wii, so I'm assuming this one was on the Wii. You know, I didn't even know W13 was on the Wii. I think we were in a Skype call a few years back with Snaze, and he said he had it on the Wii, and I didn't believe him, and I looked it up, and I was like, holy shit, it is on the Wii. It was the last one to be released on a Nintendo console until 2K18, and well, we're not going to talk about that. No, sir. This is fun. I wish I could play all matches like this, but I can't, because obviously then it's not a very entertaining show. Okay, I'll give him that. That was a good counter. I think I did push Santino at one point in the original series. He went for like the WTX title. I might bring that back one day. Obviously I wouldn't call it that now. Don't really know what I'd call it, to be honest. The JNS title just doesn't seem like it would roll off the tongue. I feel like maybe it'd have to be like something emphasizing that it's basically what the ECW title is, because that's basically what I'm using the ECW title as, is what the WTX title used to be, aka the Apollo Crews Memorial Championship. Because my god, he had that title for a long time. It's because I like him. I didn't make that title though. That was Dan. So I don't know if I could still use that because it's not my creation.
Big move coming.
That's also
Yoshi.
many years from now. I don't think the Creator Belt is back like properly until like 2K16 because I don't really like the one in 14 very much, if I'm thinking right. Because I know it comes back in 13, but it's just like a belt recoloring system. You can only use the in-game ones and just change the colors. And then 14 it's there, but then it's taken out in 15, so why would I create something just for it to not then be in the next one? I don't know. It'll be in 2K20 eventually, I'm sure. Don't you dare poke me. Don't you dare. Don't you fucking piece of shit. I'll bury your ass. I'll do it. don't you dare. Don't you dare think about what. Did he even have the Cobra in his hand? I wasn't looking. I got like a Facebook notification. Someone invited me to join a goddamn group again. I don't know why they do that. Follow Jitstar on Facebook, by the way. If you haven't already, shout out to the Jitstar of Facebook. There's a link to it in the description, as well as many other things. You can support me on Patreon. You can just watch us on Twitch instead of YouTube. Follow the Twitter. Follow the Facebook. Check out SARIA'S YouTube channel. There's lots of different things you can read the wiki. Read the wiki. Whatever you want to do and more. It's all there.
Tatsu comes up with a great counter. Yoshi, Tatsu wants to fly.
Pin him off a senton. Just like you did someone else a while back. I can't remember who it was.
1, 2, 3.
But you did it. You pinned him off a senton. That's his real finisher. That's what that is. That's just the secrets to the universe.
Here's your winner, Yoshi.
Absolutely amazing. We knew he felt he had to win this one tonight. I mean, there's absolutely no way to understand.
Okay, so Yoshi Tatsu picks up victory. It's first one of the season. That's a good shot right there. We'll finish on that one. That was the shortest episode of NXT because there was like no loading screens, which means that I just know that the 27 minutes I'm looking at is probably not far. I mean, I've got to cut off like the start. Why does everybody on the right always win? Starting to feel a little weirded out by that. Everyone who comes out second wins. Okie dokie. So, what we got? We got Nemesis from Raw and Yoshi, Tatsu, and Santino. So, Nemesis has taken a drop. Yoshi Tatsu has ascended above Nemesis. Future ECW title shot, maybe? I don't know. Heath Slater would definitely be the top contender right now. Yes, that's Yoshi Tatsu and Nemesis. Santino, with his 8th loss, still has not dropped. I don't know what it's going to take to make him the bottom guy, but I'm going to do it, whatever it is. It will happen. Justin Gabriel loses to Husky Harris and also a win for Slater, so that will be all over on this side of things. I don't really know what to make of any of that. No changes there. Okay, so Justin Gabriel obviously stays at the bottom. Husky Harris got no boost from beating Justin Gabriel, and Heath Slater remained exactly the same for beating Nemesis. So practically nothing. Or did Jetstar move at all? No, he didn't, because sometimes the managers move, I've noticed. SmackDown this week features Undertaker returning from injury to face Mark Henry. I kind of want to try that and just see what happens. See why it keeps trying to book that. I'm kind of tempted. Like a one-off return for The Undertaker. I don't know, though. I think I'll try it. Honestly, I think I'll give it a go. Triple H, Rey Mysterio, and John Morrison a triple threat? No. Maurice versus Beth Phoenix? I think that makes sense. And Eddie Guerrero versus John Cena. Okay, that's not happening. So, here's what you can expect on SmackDown this week. I'm going to let that match happen, just because I'm really curious what's going to go down. John Morrison is going to get his Intercontinental title shot against Rey Mysterio that he was supposed to get last week. This match is going to take place. I wanted to book Stone Cold, but I also wanted to do something with the Cruiserweight title. Okay, so hang on. This match will take place next week on SmackDown instead, because I want to get the Cruiserweight title on the show. It's been really overlooked lately. It's probably just going to have to be defended. I don't know in like what manner, but it's going to be defended. And then Stone Cold Steve Austin is going to compete in the main event of SmackDown, where he is issued a non-title open challenge, but it's not to be answered by anyone who he just beat at Fatal 4-Way. So someone new gets to step up to the plate and face Stone Cold in the main event of SmackDown. And that's what you can look forward to as we get ready for the build to Money... Oh, fuck, we've got Money in the Bank as well. Maybe Undertaker versus Mark Henry could be a Money in the Bank qualifier. No, it couldn't, because if Undertaker won and he's still injured, then he can't really be in Money in the Bank. I don't... Okay, we'll focus on Money in the Bank next week, because I really want to know what happens when this Undertaker-Mark Henry match happens. So I'm going to let it happen. I'm just going to let it be. So I'll see you guys on the next episode. Bye.